Good morning, folks. Stoo from Stoo's Secret Stash here, and today I come to you from Woolgoolga in northern New South Wales, and we're here for just a smallish meeting, but still worth sharing, and it's the Woolgoolga Cars and Coffee, or whatever you would like to call it. And like I said, I've got a small bunch of cars here, which we'll have a bit of a sticky beak at, and maybe have a word or two with some owners about their pride and joys. But a beautiful day in God's country, and here at Woolgoolga RSL, and as you can see in the background, some cool cars, and even got a helicopter poised there, ready for action in commemoration of our comrades that have fought to keep Australia safe and free. So I'll be back shortly looking at some cars. Alright folks, starting off with my own car on this occasion. Not that I like to pick on my own car to start with and praise it up too much, but it's a relatively neat Rover P6, and this particular car is what we call a 1976, one of the last of that shape, Rover P6 3500S. Now the S can be differentiated by the fact that it's a V8 manual gearbox. So yeah, British built, very popular cars in their day, and Rover came out with what was a little bit outside of the norm for them at the time, a V8 using that 3.5 litre Buick alloy V8, and mated that to the LT77, sorry, I should say the 4-speed box. However, this one has been upgraded to a 5-speed Rover LT77 gearbox, and in fact this particular car has the 3.9 motor in it, so which was a Rover offering, and nothing to modify. The externals of the 3.5 litre are identical to the 3.9. So an absolutely gorgeous car to drive, a car that I haven't used for a few months, so I thought I'd better take it out for a run today. And just a reminder of motoring in times past, and it's got that lovely V8 motor, lovely sound, and it just cruises beautifully. So that's my pride and joy, one of my pride and joys I should say, and and a relatively compact V8. And next to it is a car completely different. This particular car has lots of real estate in terms of the size of it, and we're looking at a very large and impressive DeSoto. And look at the colour of that, look at the shape of that, the fins, and the way that those wheels really lift the look of the car. Just beautiful, and the pride and joy of the owner. And really is beautifully presented, and this is history, folks. This kind of stuff is all about preserving our history. It's not just old cars. These are not just old cars. These cars are art and history all in one, and to say to the world that we can no longer drive them and move on to electric vehicles, each to their own, but we're throwing away history if we do something as silly as that. And that's what this is all about. It's about a lifestyle and an appreciation of these beautiful, iconic, historical figures, and that's what we're here today to celebrate. These kind of things. I mean, look at the Americans just did these fins and these angular shapes, and even the twin aerials were probably something that was done in the time. And if you're in America, of course, you might even put a raccoon tail or something like that on it. So just a beautiful shape. This particular one's right-hand drive. Look at those bench seats, folks. Many a day in those times spent driving to the drive-in or out on outings, pile your mates in and your girl, or whatever the case may be, and go for a spin. And by golly, we've come a long way in motoring, and some of it's good and some of it's not very good at all. Just everything on it's big, and at home I haven't really covered it yet, but I've got a Mini, and there's no comparison when you look at something like this and the Mini. The DeSoto is just so very different, but in keeping with what the Americans had at the time, and everything was in your face. Look at those tail lights. They are not modified. That is how they came out. in the chrome. So much chrome. Just love it. Just love it. Absolutely adore it. Folks, we've got a ZD Fairlane, and although she's in need of a paint job, this is nothing to be coughed at, because this car has been saved, and that's what this is all about. Again, it's about the passion. It's about the fact that so many of these cars have gone to God, have been crushed over the years, and there were many of them around. They were a very popular car in their time, and of course they haven't fared well over the years with rust, with abuse from owners. And it's just awesome to see a car that's running and registered. And these of course came out with a variety of engines, and this particular one, I'm not sure if it's a 302 or a 351, but it's more than likely it's one of those. They also did come out with 6 cylinders, however, because of the size of the vehicles, the V8s were by far the most popular. And those amazing double headlights that they had. Very large cars again, and following in the line with what the Americans came up with, was big was better, and you just put a big motor behind it, and or in front of it I should say, and they were certainly cars that proved popular. And over the years it's been a real battle between the Fairlanes and the Statesmans, and which invariably became the Caprices and the LTDs. But just wonderful. And again, a semi-bench seat for these machines. And this particular one has what isn't original, but certainly period and in line with its heritage, and that is the Ford 5-slot wheels, the cast iron 5-slot wheels, which were very popular at the time. So really great to see the ZD. And next to it, from one extreme to the other, we've got an Austin Ute. Again, don't see many of these. The pride of the Brits at the time. This particular one is an Austin A40. It's sporting something somewhat of a modified setup here, right down from the cabin, with later model what looked like Commodore seats. I could be wrong. Through to the tray, which is rear, and the wide wheels, which is an improvement or an aesthetic touch, through to the owner single touch of old man edition. Now moving around to the front, we've actually got a V6 motor replacing a 4-cylinder motor. Now this particular one, I'm told, is a 3-litre V6 motor from a Mazda 929. So yeah, that's what they've shoehorned into here. And I've just been told by the owner that it's likely that this machine will be up for sale shortly, folks. So if you would like something that makes a statement, certainly different from your run-of-the-mill machines, this would be an ideal machine to come and have a talk to the owner. And I can put you in touch with the owner if anybody is interested. But I love these old cars. Just give me them any day. It's just beautiful, beautiful. Right next to it, again, another extreme. We've got a Ford Mustang Mach 1, and I'm not sure of the colour of this, grabber yellow or whatever you would like to call it. I don't know, but there's a lot of wonderful touches with these machines. You've got the Magnum style wheels, you've got the rear spoiler, you've got the louver, not to mention of course the fact that I know this car is the 351 to start with. And that angular back, that really muscle car back that the Americans became so well known for in the 60s and the 70s. Inside you've got a very period looking interior, still sporting left-hand drive and an auto gearbox, and not a lot of room in the back, but you wouldn't really need it. You just don't need it, folks, because part of the privilege of owning these is just simply driving them, and certainly not a family wagon or anything like that. Moving around to the front, presentation, this vehicle is second to none. 351 with a shaker, and looking closely at the very top end of the engine bay there, even a signature by the late Carroll Shelby who of course became very well known in Ford circles and AC, and a lot to do with motoring and racing at the time. So lovely to see this period beautifully presented car, and it's just fills my heart with pride and joy to see something like this on display. So Stoo's Secret Stash here today at a smallish meeting, but some really nice machines, and we'll be back in a moment. Back again, and lovely rod here, a Ford V8 owned by the organizer Bruce, and he is actually building another car, Bruce, who's getting close to 80. I think he's about 78. I could be wrong. Forgive me, Bruce, if I got the age wrong, but incredible, because Bruce is building something like his 8th, 9th or 10th hot rod at the moment. He's so keen, and he's got his whole family involved, and they're all driving around with their own hot rods, and that's just beautiful. I love the shape, the simplicity. I think they've nearly all been black, and that's something that's just a joy to see. Something simple, something functional. He drives it all over the place, and it seems to be turnkey, reliable motoring, and apart from being a really great bloke, and he didn't even pay me any money to say that. So yeah, I love the old school, the V8 badges on it, and of course the Ford symbol there for the Ford lovers. And looking behind the grille, you can see the cooling of this car is not standard. He's thought of everything. He's just done a beautiful job with it, and just wonderful to see. And next to that, we've got a 1947 Ford. But there's a story behind this Ford. Looking really closely, you can see that it's actually got an LS motor. So it's a 1947. I didn't realise they had fuel injected LS motors in 1947. And to put us on the straight and narrow and talk about some of the amazing things that is built is the owner here. And how you going today, mate?
I'm good. How's yourself?
Good to see you, mate.
I'm
Alan.
Yeah.
Alan, wow, what can we say about this machine? It must fill you with joy and also laughter every time you drive it, because it looks like a bit of a United Nations puzzle you put together.
It is, yeah.
So could you tell me a little bit about this lovely machine?
Well, it's a 47 Ford Jailbar, which is the
Yes.
pickup version.
Yes.
And it's sitting on a 79 F100 chassis.
Wow.
It's got a LS1 in it, of course. Has rack and pinion steering. It's got a 9-inch diff. It's got a multitude of different cars in it.
Yeah.
Nissan Pulsar bonnet lock and Ford laser door locks. And it's got so many different cars. That's an old Dodge front bumper bar, and the rear bumper bar's off a 79 Land Cruiser.
So you built the car?
Yeah.
And did you have these kind of modifications in mind, or did you just fit them on as you went? And how did you come up with this plan?
Basically, just as I was going along, I always wanted the LS in it, and went from there,
And you find it very reliable and easy to use?
Yeah, very reliable. Turn the key and it starts every time.
Oh, wow.
Being a Chev, of course.
Yeah.
In a Ford.
Yes.
I get
All right, all hate mail,
Yes,
please send to me, and I will reply within 20 years.
But, it's a very reliable car, and come and I'll show you the interior.
Love to. Okay, look at this. So, in keeping with it, love the advertising, and in line with the fact that I've been saying that these cars that we've got here, whether they're modified or not, we're not just car people. We're really preserving history and art in itself.
For sure.
And I cringe at the idea of us all running around with EVs and with no character and all that kind of stuff. So
well, this tray is all hand built.
yes,
Just all flat steel and round tube.
Wow. And the battery box there.
Yeah, that's an old gun case.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's got the washer bottle and the battery in it, and a few tools.
And you could feel this is really solid
It's
metal.
2 mil, Yeah.
2 mil, right? I was going to say this is not your standard steel that you find, and that is a really long tray.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I wanted a little bit of weight in the back because being
Yep.
on the F100, it would have been a bit much.
Sure, yeah,
It
yeah.
settles it nicely. You know, it's great.
And with the wide rubber and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, gee, that's just awesome.
And these are VW guards.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
grafted it onto some flat.
Oh,
I like the
wow.
profile of them.
It's come up really well, hasn't it?
They're a little bit rough at the moment.
I'm going to say you and pipes out the side, and
Yeah.
but in keeping with this particular machine, it probably suits it. That's just, I don't mean this in a nasty way, that it's a little bit rough because it looks like it's a backyard pride and joy job.
right.
Like it's well done,
Yes.
but it looks like it's someone's hand built this car, which is exactly what it probably is.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Rather than some production,
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Yeah. I wanted to build one on a budget.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
I wanted to see how cheaply I could build one
Yes.
without going silly.
Okay. And how did you go?
I went well. Yeah,
Good.
I went well,
Good.
yeah.
Great.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Went well.
So there's people who aspire, either if you're handy yourself or find someone that is, become really good friends with them,
Yes.
and work with them. While I'm talking, normally I'm here in the tent with my business, and that's Red Point. So congratulations, got the Red Point cap there. And yes, folks, I did not put him up to this. I only just noticed it while interviewing. So just wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan, for your chat, and this is what this is all about,
That's exactly
preserving the passion here. And while you're talking, we've got a family of, I won't say geese, we've got a family of ducks running around the back, and even the ducks are keen to have a look and see what's going on around the place. So yeah, back to reality, and thank you again, Alan, for your time, and love it, just absolutely love it. I just need space, Lisa, for one more vehicle. One more like this would be just wonderful.
You can do it. on that one to keep it up the temperature. Yeah.
Some more beautiful rods. This particular one has been registered in the ACT. I don't know this machine. I don't know the story behind it. But again, just love this shape. What a beautiful, beautiful shape it is. And whether you're into standard or hot rodded modified machines, this is another vehicle that there would have been thousands around. And it's been kept and it's been cherished and loved. And I just love these period shapes. V8, lots of little improvements or modifications on the vehicle, whether you like it or not, but some very subtle things with guards and wheels and petrol caps and exhaust touches, even a tow bar on this particular one. Just beautiful and beautifully done. Over to another just gorgeous machine, and with the tow bar and everything, looks like it's well used, not abused, but certainly well used and appreciated. And again, looking inside here, that's got a very modern looking interior with a Holden steering wheel. Certainly looks like a Commodore steering wheel, could be wrong. And under the bonnet, we've got an LS motor. So again, following the trend of very popular with the LS motors, and just love that shape. And like or lump the Chev V8, it's really brought motoring, particularly for the enthusiasts of hot rods and people that don't mind resto modding cars. It's brought motoring, reliable and powerful motoring, to the masses. Somewhat similar to what Henry Ford was trying to do with the early Fords that he brought out. While I'm here, folks, in the background, I'd be interested to know the story behind this, and perhaps someone can tell me. We have the commemorative helicopter here from the US Army. Of course, we're in the car park of the Diggers Club, which is a club for ex-servicemen. And yeah, it sits there in pride in all weather. As you can see, it's mounted there permanently to commemorate those that fought, and many of them died as well, keeping Australia a free country. So just moving over to the last few machines here, and over here we've got what looks like is a Series 1. Certainly don't see very many Series 1, a Series 1 VW Golf. And look closely, folks, it's not standard. That's insane. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Lowered. Look at the height of those guards. That's really beautifully done. I love the Marlboro cigarette packet there, being the fact that it's probably about a 1978 thereabouts, 76, 77, 78, but the BBS wheels that are very, very oversized, finished off beautifully. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the fitment of those tyres, but each to their own, and I appreciate when people come out and personalise their cars, but you just don't see very many of these Series 1 Golfs anymore, and they've become quite an iconic car over the years. And just look at that shape. It's just a beautiful shape, and really put the Germans on the map, and put VW back on the map after the Beatles and so forth. Lots of people thought, you know, they'll never come back from such an iconic car as something like the Beetle. Well, out came the VW Golf, and it has a whole new cult following. Bit of Australian muscle, or I should say reasonably modern Australian muscle. We've got a VS Holden Commodore SS. Of course, if you know about these, they're probably well, they are using the Holden V8 motor rather than the Chev V8 motor, 5 litre. This particular one wasn't a 308; they were 304 capacity. They ran fuel injection, and they came out with either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed auto. Now this particular example is a 4-speed auto, and it really, again, followed the line that Holden was bringing motoring, or General Motors, I should say, was bringing motoring to the masses. And if you were a family man or a young man that wanted something with 4 doors, you could still drive something that wasn't too boring with 4 doors, and that's the whole idea behind it. The SS Commodore, of course, now no longer in production and very, very popular, very sought after, but for many years was the standard offering, and you could option it up with all kinds of bits and pieces, and then even go further with a HSV offering if you wanted to. But it's probably about a 96, I would say at a guess, a 96 model, and look at the rubber on that. The Simmons wheels, also another iconic Australian manufacturer, and it's great to see. Just got a latecomer come in, folks, and look at this for a machine. A 1976 HJ Holden utility. Don't know if it's an original Sandman, certainly has some of the livery of it, but what a great job. Manual V8, and looks like it's been purpose built. I actually do know the owner. I'll have to have a chat to him, but I'd say it's been purpose built to promote his business and have something to run around in that's a little bit classy and combining Aussie muscle, and look how straight and true that is. So it's another worthy addition of an Australian old school machine, and I just love it. I just love the individuality, bench seat, and so I love the touch of the manual gearbox with the drink holder there. Yeah, just awesome, and that's what it's all about. Even towing a trailer, so with his tools and so forth in there. So yeah, just really great. But yeah, probably a weekend user for the business, and again, just love this kind of stuff, and the ingenuity that it's brought, the ingeniousness of some of these cars that that we have. Folks, the VW Golf just come out for a run, and my mate Alex is going out for a drive in this beautiful Sunday sunny day. And like I said, it's a joy to see an early Golf. And the owner, have a great day, buddy. We've got a Ford V8 sedan. They call these the Tudors. And actually, no, I shouldn't say Tudor. A Ford V8 sedan, not a Tudor, sorry. But later model seats in it. Very, very functional, and just love the stance of these things. The rolling guards and the wide wheels, just perfect. So today, folks, we've got a real mix of vehicles, and that's what it's all about. We're celebrating a lifestyle. This is not dinosaurs of people trying to keep dinosaurs on the road. This is art and history all at once that people are passionate about, people want to preserve, and that's where the passion comes from. So just a smallish meeting, but something that's very, very enjoyable to the owners, and like I said, they're preserving something that they really value and love. And that's what it's all about. So I'll be signing out for now. Stoo Secret Stash signing out from the Woolgoolga Cars and Coffee meeting for September 2025 in beautiful Woolgoolga. And yeah, if you like what I'm doing, and I'll be hopefully doing many more of these films on cars, music and travel, like, subscribe, put a positive comment. Please don't take it easy on me. Please don't bag me out too much, as I'm only learning. We're all learning, but it'd be wonderful to have you on board. Thanks, folks. Over and out for now.